Rangers are no strangers to transfer buzz, especially when windows open and fans start dreaming of fresh firepower. But the latest twist in the rumor mill has brought something different to the table. Something that's not just about stats form or potential, it's about where the suggestion came from. When a former Celtic player openly urges Rangers to go after a proven striker, well, that's the kind of thing that stops people in their tracks on both sides of Glasgow. It's not often you hear praise, let alone transfer advice being directed out toward Ibrox from someone who once wore green and white. That alone makes the story worth following, and when the player being discussed is a young talent with real numbers behind him, things get even more interesting. This isn't just idle chatter or an ex-pro trying to stay relevant. The call to action came from someone who knows the game, knows the pressures of playing in Scotland, and believes that the striker in question could make a real difference in the Rangers' front line. The message was clear. If Rangers want to strengthen, ahead of what's shaping up to be a make-or-break campaign, this is the type of player who could genuinely raise the level. And that's where things get spicy, because when someone with no reason to sugarcoat their words throws in that kind of endorsement, it tends to carry weight. For fans, it's not just about who Rangers might sign. It's about seeing intent, ambition, and above all, quality. Now, when you're talking about reshaping an attack, timing is everything. Rangers are facing a season where the expectations are massive, not just to compete, but to win. Every signing, every tactical decision, every name linked to the club is being scrutinized through that lens. And this particular striker, who's just 20 years old but already scoring at an impressive rate, fits the mold of what supporters want to see, young, hungry, and with a real eye for goal. He's already bagged 15 goals in just 23 league starts, and that kind of return doesn't go unnoticed even outside Israel. His name, Turman, a striker currently shining at Maccabi Tel Aviv and now apparently on the radar at Ibrox. The man doing the recommending, Berkovich. Yes, that Berkovich, the same one who made a high-profile move to Celtic back in the day, though his time in Scottish football never quite lived up to expectations. Still, Berkovich remains a respected voice in Israeli football, and his take on Turman is crystal clear. Rangers would be a perfect stepping stone. He's argued that a move to Glasgow, despite the challenges of Scottish football, could be the launch pad the young forward needs to eventually land in the English Premier League. And his logic's simple. Rangers and Celtic are always in the spotlight. They're on British TV every single week. That means more exposure, more pressure, and more opportunity. From a marketing and career perspective, that visibility can't be underestimated. Berkovich made a point of comparing Rangers to clubs like FC Copenhagen, saying the Scottish Giants offer far more eyes watching from across the UK. And in modern football, where performances are dissected across every platform, that visibility can make or break a career. For a talent like Turman, the idea of playing in front of packed stadiums with cameras capturing every moment could be exactly the test he needs. It's not just about goals, it's about handling the pressure, delivering in big games, and proving that you're more than just another promising name from a smaller league. Of course, Berkovich didn't just sing praises, he also offered a reality check. Moving abroad, especially for Israeli players, comes with its own challenges. Weather culture and lifestyle adjustments can make or break a transfer. He pointed out, how many Israeli players have moved to Europe, America, even Japan, only to fade into obscurity? Playing in freezing temperatures for 6 or 7 months is no easy task, and adapting off the pitch can be just as crucial as performing on it. Still, Berkovich's overall message remains optimistic. He believes in Turman's ability and sees Rangers as an ideal proving ground. Now, whether Rangers actually pursue this deal remains to be seen. But what's undeniable is that the conversation is alive and fans are paying attention. This is the kind of rumor that sparks imagination, because it's not just about filling a gap in the squad. It's about investing in potential that could explode with the right coaching and environment. And Rangers looking to refresh their attacking options and add more dynamism up front could do far worse than take a serious look at a player already proven he can score consistently at senior level. While that story simmers, another interesting angle emerged recently with a look behind the scenes of Rangers' managerial appointments. Gregory Vignal, a former Ibrox fullback who played a key role in the 2004 to 2005 title-winning season, revealed that none other than Rafa Benitez had shown interest in the Rangers job earlier this year. That's right, Benitez, one of Europe's most experienced managers, apparently would have considered stepping into the hot seat at Ibrox before Russell Martin's appointment. According to Vignal, who's now working in Latvia as a performance manager at RFS, the conversation happened in Liverpool and the Spaniard was open to the idea. It adds another layer to the club's behind-the-scenes decision-making. To think that someone with Benitez's pedigree was interested at a time when the club was actively searching for a new head coach shows just how much weight the Rangers' job still carries in the broader football world. Vignal also mentioned speaking with Steven Gerrard, joking about him preparing his Glasgow flat just in case. All of this just highlights how connected the club remains with big names across the game. These conversations may not always result in appointments, but they show that Rangers is still a job that commands respect, still a club that attracts attention from high-profile figures. Meanwhile, another topic that's divided opinion in Scottish football has resurfaced goal line technology after the recent drama involving Nicholas Raskin's disallowed goal against Hibernian. Questions were raised once again about the use of VAR and whether more advanced systems should be brought in. Scottish FA President Mike Mulroney addressed the issue head-on, saying that even with another camera angle, that specific incident might not have been resolved. His argument, only proper goal line tech can truly eliminate those kinds of doubts. Mulroney revealed that implementing goal line technology across the Scottish Premiership would come at a cost of around £1 million per season, roughly $100,000 per club. And while that might not sound like much to fans for some clubs, it's the difference between upgrading facilities or investing in new players. He laid it out plainly. Clubs need to decide whether it's worth it because the technology is there. And the SFA is willing to support it. But unless there's a clear mandate from the top flight sides, it won't happen. It's a debate that's likely to continue, especially as decisions in key matches keep sparking controversy. Mulroney also took time to defend Scottish referees, saying they're doing better than they're often given credit for. He argued that decisions which divide opinion, even among professionals, are part of the game, and that protecting referees has to be a priority. After all, just like players and coaches, officials need support to perform at their best. The mention of goal line tech isn't just a question of money, it's about standards, consistency, and whether Scottish football wants to take that next step toward eliminating avoidable errors. In the end, it's clear that Rangers are at the heart of multiple key storylines this summer. From transfer links to managerial intrigue and ongoing debates about technology in the game, the coming weeks could define not just the squad for next season, but the club's direction and ambition moving forward. And whether it's Turman arriving as the next breakout striker or another twist in the tale altogether, one thing is for sure: there's never a dull moment at Ibrox. As the buzz continues to build around potential incomings, it's also worth keeping an eye on the broader picture at Ibrox. With a new season fast approaching and pressure mounting to reclaim domestic dominance and make a deeper impact in Europe, every decision on and off the pitch feels magnified. The idea of a young striker like Turman joining is exciting, no doubt, but it also speaks to a deeper shift in recruitment strategy. Rangers are clearly looking for talent that can both deliver now and develop into something more, players who see Glasgow as a proving ground rather than a final destination. That kind of mentality can spark a different energy in the dressing room, especially when mixed with experienced names already in the squad. And while some may question whether a 20-year-old from the Israeli league can handle the intensity of the Scottish game, those familiar with Turgeman's rise suggest he's more than ready for the challenge. His finishing is composed, his movement smart, and his attitude, according to those who've coached him, is spot on. There's always a risk when bringing in players from outside the traditional markets, but with risk can come reward. And if Rangers are serious about bridging the gap to Celtic and making a statement in Europe, calculated gambles like this might just be what's needed. Of course, speculation only becomes reality when deals are signed. For now, it's just noise. But it's noise that points to something bigger. There's a sense that the club knows the current setup needs refreshing. The same faces cannot carry the weight of expectation forever. And after a campaign that fell short of key targets, the supporters are rightly demanding evolution. Bringing in youth with high ceilings mixed with experienced guidance could be the formula to push Rangers to the next level. Whether it's Turman or another name, what matters most is the intent to compete, to challenge, and to win. At the same time, these transfer stories and discussions about technology or coaching appointments reflect something else. How much the club still matters on the big stage. Whether it's Rafa Benitez taking interest or VAR drama dominating headlines, Rangers remain in the spotlight, and that spotlight brings both pressure and pride. The decisions made now during this crucial off-season will shape not only the immediate campaign, but also the narrative going forward. It's about identity, ambition, and making sure the club stays at the center of Scottish football's biggest moments. Because when Rangers are strong, Scottish football is stronger. And the world is always watching. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. In a move that set tongues wagging across Scottish football, Jamie Vardy has reportedly been spotted arriving at the Rangers training complex earlier this week. While no official statement has been made by either the club or the player, the sighting has sparked a flurry of speculation about a possible sensational switch north of the border for the Leicester City icon. Eyewitnesses claim the veteran striker, now 38, was seen pulling up in a black SUV at Auchenhowie Rangers training base on Tuesday morning. Dressed low-key and flanked by what appeared to be representatives, Vardy's brief appearance has ignited a storm of rumors online, with some supporters daring to dream of a blockbuster summer signing. Could it really be that Jamie Vardy, Premier League winner, FA Cup champion, and English football cult hero, is weighing up a late career stint in Glasgow? The notion, while still speculative, isn't entirely far-fetched. With his contract at Leicester nearing its end, and the Foxes now facing another rebuild, the time could be ripe for Vardy to seek a fresh challenge. And Rangers, with European ambitions and a passionate fan base, might just offer the perfect stage. Sources close to the club have remained tight-lipped, though one Ibrox insider hinted that the striker's presence wasn't entirely casual. Still, in the world of football, such sightings can mean anything, from exploratory talks to something as simple as a personal visit or a business meeting unrelated to transfers. That hasn't stopped fans from buzzing on social media, with photos allegedly showing Vardy entering the facility already making the rounds. Of course, bringing in a player of Vardy's pedigree would be a significant coup for Rangers and new manager Philippe Clement, who is keen to inject experience and grit into his forward line. Despite his age, Vardy has shown he can still deliver, and his relentless work rate and nose for goal might be exactly what the Light Blues need as they chase silverware next season. For now, it remains just a rumor, but one that's difficult to ignore. Jamie Vardy at Ibrox. Stranger things have happened in football. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.